Hi, I came up with the best idea in the world, and that is to put googly eyes on everything in Neverwinter. Oh, not everything, obviously, because that would take me like days, but you know what I mean. Put Neverwinter. Put googly eyes on Neverwinter. Stuff in Neverwinter. Let's just start. We're gonna start with this ugly baby from Cradle, because I want to know if the googly eyes are gonna make it any less ugly. If I can bear to look at it after putting googly eyes on it. Also, the divine glow effect, super nostalgic. I really wish you actually got the effect on yourself whenever you use divine glow now, even though it's only like a personal power. It'd still be cool because I miss the glowy. I like shiny things. Anyway, so I have the googly eyes here. I am just gonna plop it right in there, and obviously that's way too big, so we gotta make it like reasonably sized. That works, I guess, and then... Oh my god. No, hold on. This is... Alright, ready? Now we need two of them. And... I can't look at it. That's terrifying. It needs like lasers shooting out of its eyes or something. Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so what if I like rotated it? Would that be a little less? Okay, that looks a little bit better, I guess. Oh, what about this guy? Should I put googly eyes on him too? All right, timeout. Too big. There we go. Okay, and then one more. All right, this is great. This is gonna have to be like, okay, perfect. What have I done? Like, for real, what have I done, guys? This just looks like some demented children's movie. And, I don't know what to do with this information. I don't know if I'll be able to look at him the same way ever again. Let's move on to something a little bit more ugly. A little bit less ugly, but hopefully a little bit less terrifying. And that will be Hallister, because we all know Hallister, he would look great with some googly eyeballs on him. He's already mad enough, so he can't really look much worse. And this one is grainier just because the image is smaller. The majority of the ones I have are pretty small pictures. Does that look small enough? Alright. Okay. And then we take this and we rotate it. Okay. Oh god. And then boom. You know, that one doesn't actually look half bad, honestly. Like, it looks like he could have looked like this in some other dimension. Like, it looks pretty okay, to be honest with you. So this one, approved. I approve of this one. Alright, now this one is one that's like the debatable question of the century. You know those memes where it's like, if a dog wore pants, would he wear pants like this or like this? Well, that's kind of how it is with a mimic, I think. Let me make the canvas on this one larger. If a mimic had googly eyes, would it wear them like on top of the lid or underneath the lid on the inside? This is, we must know. Okay, you know, that actually looks really cute. Like, honestly, this looks kind of adorable. And then we have the other option, which would be inside, underneath the teeth, which I don't feel like actually photoshopping properly, so that's so funny. That works. Alright, so if a mimic... Well, we'll just, make it a text thing. There we go, there's my meme creation for the decade. But what if he had them on the front of the... There's so many options. Alright, I'm just gonna move on because I'm just gonna stare at this all day. Alright, now we have Strahd, and I picked the creepiest picture of him that exists. just to make it like super great, because what if it makes him look not creepy or more creepy? I don't know. We will have to see. Okay, so Strahd is this super creepy vampire count person dude from Barovia, and he sits in his castle all day, stands in the middle of his whatever that room is called, and waits for people to come try to kill him, which seems to be a common theme in video games. But oh dear, oh no. You know, I think because you can still see his other eyes, it's not really working. I'll have to make them a little bit bigger to cover up his whole eye socket. Now it's just covering up his nose. This is not working. I do not approve of this one, that's for sure. I thought this was gonna look so much better than it actually does. Yeah, this one is just really disappointing. Moving right along to this image from the Mod 18 pre-announcement. I guess it wasn't pre-announcement, like announcement article thing that had pictures on it. The mosquito bug looking thing. This thing, I think, looks really ugly and needs to be Googlyfied. That's a new word I just made up. It has nothing to do with Google as a company, but oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've stumbled upon a gem here. He looks like... I said in the Mod 18 video that he looks super dehydrated, but he just looks like even more insane now, and I didn't even, like, rotate this. That's just worse, I think. He looks like a demented fly that's not flying. Alright, so I have 4 more. Okay, now this basilisk is obviously sitting pretty for the picture, you can tell. Have to make it a little bit bigger so that I can like work over here, but generally I think his eyes need to be relatively large because he has relatively large eyes, and I'm gonna make him like this way, even though he's not looking this way at all. Hold on. Oh dear, this looks like Cookie Monster, sort of like a demented Cookie Monster dinosaur Barney. That's it. This is a combination of Cookie Monster and Barney with some drugs. I feel bad for the girl who's riding this basilisk because it's not gonna be able to see ever. If you woke up in the middle of the night and saw this in your house, even if it wasn't this size, like if it was a bug sized, you would be terrified. At least I would be. I mean, I would hope everyone else would be terrified of that thing, but it's still not nearly as terrifying as... I can't not laugh when I look at this because it looks so bad. Not nearly as terrifying as this is what I was getting at. This is like the stuff of nightmares, the night terrors that you get, night sleep paralysis demons, that's this. This one is just like cute levels of terrifying. Alright, and now we have our friendly beholder, who I forget his name, but I know he has a name. I just don't know what it is. But here's the thing though, he only has one eye. Well, I mean, he has a whole bunch of eyes. So if a beholder wore googly eyes, or had googly eyes, would he have just one in the center, or would all of these be googly eyes? I guess we'll have to do both. It's kind of nice that his eye is pretty much exactly round. You know, that doesn't look very much different from what it was before, so I think we're gonna have to do the whole, all 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, there actually is 10, I just guessed. I don't know if I like this better or worse than the original one. Like this, the one with just the one in the center was pretty normal, but this is like either more creepy or just it doesn't work, I don't think. Yeah, this is a big no from me. Alright, now we have something that doesn't even really have eyes. Well, I mean, he does, but it's not like real eyes, they're just red blobs, and we're gonna make him have white and black blobs instead. Oh dear. I'm just gonna do this. And... Oh! Aw! That actually looks pretty cute, I think. Does that make me, like, super weird that I think that's kind of cute? I mean, he looked scarier before, and I think, like, with all the feathers and stuff, it just makes him look adorable. And I'm pretty down with it. You know what would be the best April Fool's thing they could do is if, for April Fool's, they replaced all the eyes on everything with googly eyes. I mean, that would take an enormous amount of work and time, but I think it would be worth it, honestly. Let me know what you think. Or just give me other ideas for April Fools that they could do, because I love April Fools in Neverwinter. Not in real life, because in real life it's just dumb. Alright, and now next up, I think is second to last is me, because I gotta put googly eyes on myself. If I'm gonna make fun of everything else in the game, but putting eyes on it, I've gotta at least make fun of myself once. Like, I mean, I do that already, but I I have to. I need to know what my paladin will look like. I don't know about this. I gotta make myself cross-eyed. Hold on. This is another one of those instances where it looks like I should have lasers coming out of my eyes. Not a fan. It just looks like inside my eye is just this pool of the abyss. And that if you look into my eyes, you're just gonna immediately die. That is what it feels like. And then last today we have our friend Trobrand, who barely even has eyes, so these are going to be barely noticeable, and hopefully I can get them to fit properly. Like, I'm gonna have to zoom in really close and make this super grainy just to make sure I get them small enough to actually fit. No! Aww, that's so cute. And this. We zoom out. Like, you can barely tell. But if you're looking close, you would know something is wrong. Like, at a glance, you could tell something is wrong, but you might not notice what until you look closer and be like, oh, he looks like Cookie Monster inside a metal suit. Maybe that is Cookie Monster in a metal suit. Nobody ever asked who Trobrand was. You just know he's a suit of metal armor. There could be anything in there. Yeah, so that was all I had for you today. I'm just going back to this one because it's just so terrifyingly beautiful, I think is the phrase that I want to go with. So, let me know in the comments which one was your favorite or least favorite, and if you have any ideas for what you think would look better with googly eyes on it, because I am down to do this all day long just because it's so funny and cute, and I like googly eyes, okay? Thank you for watching or listening or whatever, and I guess I will see you next time. Okay, bye.